Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi, welcoming all of you to Bhakti Sangha conference call. I thank all of you for attending this session. Please forgive me for interrupting your ecstatic chanting. I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy name, which are to be avoided, written by Srila Vyasadeva in Padma Purana. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their life for propagating the holy name of the Lord. 2. To consider the name of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal or to be independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the order of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6. To give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in Vedas as fruitive activity Karmakanda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not to have a complete faith in chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success of Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining today's conference, Bhakti Sangha conference call. May I know who all joined this morning?
हरे कृष्ण गीता गंधर्विका माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय प्रीतिदासी फ्रॉम शार्लोट हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, Preeti Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every single day, giving your sweet association. Welcome to the call.
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna, is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled devotees. This is Indulekha Karna Devi Dasi from Omaha.
Hare Krishna, Indulekha Karuna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day, and all glories to your wonderful services. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. This is Shama Gauri Devi Dasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shama Gauri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining, and all glories to your wonderful services to the group. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and all the assembled devotees on the call and Gauranga. This is Harita from Missouri City, Texas, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Harita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your association. Welcome to the call. We all pray for your mom's speedy recovery, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thanks a lot. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Oh, glory Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajis. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Raleigh.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every day and blessing all of us with your sweet association. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled devotees. This is Raghu from Charlotte, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Raghu Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. Very nice to hear your sweet voice, Prabhuji. Thank you for joining us every day. I heard you from Wednesday. You are regular. Thank you, Prabhu, for joining us. Please join us regularly. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. I'm trying with all your association.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. My humble obeisances to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to all your services, Mataji. This is Sushmita from Canada. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Sushmita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day and always being there to serve us. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Gandarvika Mataji. My humble obeisances to you and all assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Param Pavani Shama Devi Dasi from Baltimore, Maryland. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Parambhavani Shama Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining and giving your association, and thank you for your services. Welcome to the call, Mataji.
Mercy, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Please go ahead. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Sanatana Dharma Prabhu to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 11th chapter, 31 verse. Before I hand over the call to Sanatana Dharma Prabhuji, I would request to Parambhavani Shama Mataji to take over from here and give a brief introduction. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for the opportunity of this seva. Here's the brief introduction for today's speaker. His Grace Sanatana Dharma Prabhuji, who is a brahmachari from ISKCON Pune. He's a disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj and has been practicing Krishna consciousness for more than 12 years. Prabhuji has studied B.Tech from NIT Trichy. Prabhuji has worked as a senior manager in Tata Motors, Pune. His current services include area management and project development head at areas around Pune. He's a counselor, youth and corporate preacher, congregation preacher, secretary at Voice organization, and he is also a remote mentor of NVCC Pune Temple. Prabhuji knows many languages such as English, Hindi, Tamil, Malayalam, Bengali, Marathi, Telugu, and Japanese. His degrees include Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, IDC, and teachers training courses. Here is a brief introduction for Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. Over to you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Very nice to see you after a long time, Prabhuji. I now hand over the call to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, and we request everyone to be on video. Hare Krishna.
Yes. The final statements were very important. Videos on, please.
Yes,
There's
I
video on
request all
and there's
the
video on.
devotees.
Yes. Shama Mataji, you're saying will make big impact. Please do that.
Yes, because Sanatana Dharma Prabhu has come after a long time, and if we don't turn on our videos, he will not come.
Yes. How did you study in your heart, Mataji?
So that's why I
You have
request
mystic powers.
everyone
You
to.
have mystic powers, I must say.
Prabhuji,
All right, without.
we are missing
Yeah.
your classes, Prabhuji. That's why.
Oh, there are better speakers. Anyways, thank you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be with all of you this, for me, evening, for you, morning, in the Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. So thank you so much, devotees. I've taken pains to turn on the videos. Meanwhile, we'll start with prayers. Om Ajñātimirandhasya Jnānāñjana-śalākaya Chakshurunmīlitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yutaha Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrijatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padan Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Mirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha कृपासिन्धोभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतुषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. It's my immense pleasure to be with all of you today this morning to discuss on the subject matter of Srimad Bhagavatam. So we are going to discuss from the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. The main subject of the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam is Uti, creative impetus. Yes, the creative impetus. Yes, Prahlad, Hiranyakashipu, apparently from the same family, but one is the worst of all demons and the other is the best of all devotees. Yes, so the first 10 chapters was Prahlad Katha, and you will find Prahlad Katha even going ahead. Even after two chapters, we're going to have the discussion of the lessons from the perfected being, that is Prahlad and Avadut Brahmana's conversation. We're going to see Prahlad Maharaj is not yet left, he's still there in picture. So the first 10 subjects, the first 10 chapters, they discuss about Shuddha Bhakti, Kevala Bhakti, pure devotion service, exhibited by Sri Prahlad Maharaj. Now, linking to that, not everybody will be able to practice pure devotion service immediately, because we have something called as desires. So we want to enjoy also. How many of you agree? We want to enjoy at the same time we want to be devotees. Enjoyment and bhakti. And sometimes it's no, pure devotional service and sense gratification go ill together. Not possible. Just 1 minute. There's somebody in the premises hearing my own audio. So I just have to tell them to reduce the volume. Sometimes it is encouraging and inspiring when you hear yourself. At the same time, it's a little something that makes you nervous also. Somebody's hearing you. You become very conscious. So we're discussing that there is a platform, there is a system. There's a system created by Krishna where one can purify one's heart, at the same time enjoy one's material desire. There's a way to do that. And that particular system comes in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna introduces the system of Varnashram, the perfect society, 4 social orders, the Varnashram system. So this is an introductory chapter, and then 12, 13, 14, 15 also. The next 4 chapters we will very wonderfully study what are the duties and responsibilities, further additional responsibilities of the respective Varnas and Ashramas. Right? So the first 12 shlokas, they talk about the Sanatana Dharma. Yes, I am Sanatana Dharma Das, the servant of eternal religion. So what is the eternal religion that is being spoken? The 13 to 24 speaks about the different duties and symptoms of Varnas. That is Varnashram Dharma is described. Then in this 5 shlokas, 25 to 29, there is 3 Dharma that is described. And if you see, these are all the same topics that even Bhishma Dev spoke to Yudhishthira Maharaj in the Shanti Parva. Yes, these all dharmas he speaks. So we get the synopsis of that in Srimad Bhagavatam as well. And finally, there are some, okay, it's not mixed class, it's mixed class. I'm sorry for the typo. Yes, mixed classes. Not everybody is a pure Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Yes, there are even other castes, mixed ones. What about them? What are their duties? What are their responsibilities? What is their dharma? And that is the subject matter of this section. And we are currently on this particular section of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? So it's 7, 11, 31, where Ante Vasai Dharma. Antevasai Dharma is the duties of those mixed classes. Yes, the duties of the mixed classes. They also have duties. Can you imagine the Shastras being so accommodative? The duties of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and even of those who are who are taking birth in the mixed castes. So they also have certain responsibilities. So at this point of time, let's begin today's shloka. And again, once again, I'll keep appealing till I achieve my desired goal. Please, please, please appear. Turn on your videos. So in one lecture, Prabhupada was speaking about the Varnashram. And there he spoke about this is first class men. We want first class men. But we have third class, fourth class, fifth class. And once he even spoke 10th class. Yes, 10th class men. So he kept speaking that. Even otherwise, Srila Prabhupada said that I came to the West to look for Brahmanas. But the only Brahmana I could find was His Holiness Swarup Damodar, Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj. Prabhupada says that he's the only Brahmana we found, the first class person. So Prabhupada came looking to the West for first class people, right? But in the world he couldn't find any. So he said he's only, but ultimately Srila Prabhupada, he made qualification for everyone. So when somebody had asked, do you call people as first class, second class, third class, fourth class, even 10th class? Which class are you? That was a question asked to Srila Prabhupada. Which is your class? Please tell us. And the reporters were very eagerly anticipating Prabhupada's response. And Srila Prabhupada says that I am a servant of all these classes. Yes, no matter whichever class, I am the servant. So this is the mood of a Bhagavata. We find that every Bhagavata is like this. And similarly, Srila Prabhupada as well is accommodative, he gave engagement to all classes of people. And even Srimad Bhagavatam is here very profoundly telling us what is the engagement of every class of people. So we are Antevasai Dharma, the Dharma of the people who are in the mixed class. So that's going to be spoken. So let's begin. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraet Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So this is 7-11-31. Prayah svabhava vihito nृणाम dharmo yuge yuge vidat drigbhihi smrito rajan pretya cheha shasharmakrit. Let's look at the word-to-word meanings. Prayah, generally. Svabhava vihita, prescribed according to one's material modes of nature, that is, their acquired modes. Nृणाम, of human society. Dharma, the occupational duty. Yuge yuge, in every age. That's what even Sri Krishna says, right? Sambhavami yuge yuge. So in every age. Veda Drigbhihi, by Brahmanas well conversant in the Vedic knowledge. Smritaha, recognized. Rajan, O king. Pretya, after death. Cha, and. Iha, here in this body. Cha, also. Sharmakrit, auspicious. Sharmakrit is translated by Prabhupada as auspicious. So translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Would anybody like to read the translation for me? This is the translation. Anyone like to read? You can raise your hand and we'll give you a chance. Yes, Param Pavani Sham Mataji. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. My dear King, Brahmanas, well conversant in Vedic knowledge, have given their verdict that in every age, yuga, the conduct of different sections of people according to their material modes of nature is auspicious both in this life and after death.
Yes, auspicious. what brings auspiciousness? As such, the auspiciousness which is being spoken here is auspiciousness at a material level. Because it is very important that there is auspiciousness on material as well as spiritual level. The spiritual auspiciousness comes by bhakti, that is there. But even if materially somebody wants auspiciousness, then one is supposed to perform their varnashram duties according to the nature, the modes, the acquired nature. Basis that you do your duties, even materially will be auspicious. So there are two types of auspiciousness which is mentioned in the Shastras. Mangalani cha bhutanam bhavani. Yes, there is a two. Bhavaya mangalani cha. I just get that verse. It's a beautiful verse. Mangalani. Bhavaya shemaya cha bhavaya cha. Yes. Mangalani cha bhutanam shemaya cha bhavaya cha. Yes. So there has to be two types of auspiciousness. So shemaya is the spiritual auspiciousness. I couldn't get the verse, not wanting to spend much time on that. Shema. Yes, kshemaya. So this particular shema is spiritual auspiciousness. Bhavaya is material auspiciousness. Yes. And usually, if you get the spiritual auspiciousness, material auspiciousness will automatically follow. Yes, all material prosperity will follow the spiritual prosperity. If you're spiritually prosperous, yes, you have to be materially prosperous. It will happen. That will come. Unless and until there is some great will of the Lord. Like in case of Sudama or Kolavecha Sridhar, where Krishna has to do some leela with them. But otherwise, if you see, the spiritual prosperity, material prosperity has to be there. It will come. They go hand in hand. So this particular shloka is talking about this auspiciousness, which is material auspiciousness. And if you see the translation of Acharya, I just took the Acharya's translation. Auspicious activities are that which make you happy. So instead of auspiciousness, the same translation is given. The translation mentioned here is happy. And if you observe in this world, even a person who is doing auspicious things only can be happy. A person who performs inauspicious things has to be unhappy. Inauspicious things like breaking the 4 regulative principles. Somebody is slaughtering animals and tasting their blood, flesh, and everything. Can that person be happy? You may get happiness momentarily in the beginning. It's nectar in the beginning, but poison in the end, as Krishna says. Yes. Smoking. Oh, smoking thrills, but kills. Some smokers give ulta. They say smoking kills, but thrills. So they speak the opposite. But the point is that none of anything which is inauspicious can make you happy. Only the auspicious things can make you happy. So this is the connection. The Acharya's commentaries, they talk about happiness. But happiness cannot be there without auspicious things. Yes, and auspiciousness comes by following the Shastras. Both material as well as spiritual. We need both. Yeah. The pure devotees, for them this is good enough. Kshema. But when we are not pure devotees, this section is for that. We have to gradually become pure devotees. You cannot become pure devotees by skipping all these stages. We can't skip this. Right? So we become pure devotees. It's very important that we follow both Varnashram plus Sadhana Bhakti. And throughout the Bhagavad Gita first 6 chapters, if you see, this is the prescriptions that Krishna gives. And this is what he calls as Buddhi Yoga. Yeah. Varnashram plus your Sadhana Bhakti. Both are important. And that is what will make you happy. If somebody is only performing Sadhana Bhakti and not doing Varnashram duties while not being on the platform of pure devotion service, you will not be happy. That is not auspiciousness. On the other hand, a person is performing only Varnashram duties and not the Sadhana Bhakti, he will have some material auspiciousness and thus some material happiness, but material happiness is temporary. It's not permanent. right? So in order to have happiness in this life and even after death, it's very important that we follow this formula. Varnashram allows you to purify your heart, at the same time enjoy. That is a system created by Lord. You can enjoy while at the same time progressing in your spiritual journey. All right? Okay. So there is a context that Srila Prabhupada gives. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So there is a context behind this text. Why this text is existing? Because now after hearing all the different kinds of dharmas of different castes, one may say, why not me pick up whatever that I like? Yes, I can pick up something which I like. Okay, I like the fighting of Kshatriya. So I'll fight like a Kshatriya. Haribol. And I like cursing of Brahmana. So when to give a curse, I'll become Brahmana. I will, open my shika and give a curse. Yeah, spend of curse. At the same time, I want to have money. So let me become a Vaishya. So that I'm surrounded by gold. Yes. And then I don't want to take any responsibility. I'll be like Shudra. Nothing. So person cannot do anything like that. You cannot meddle with the Varnashrama. So this particular text has this particular context. And that is Shreyan Swadharma Vigunaha Paradharmat Swanishtitat. Yes, it is far better to discharge one's prescribed duties even though they may be faulty than another's duties. Oh, that duty is better than my duty. No. It is very important. This is the full shloka. Shreyan Swadharma Vigunaha Paradharmat Swanishtitat Swadharme Nidanam Shreya Paro Dharmo Bhavayavaha. So what is the next line? Next line Prabhupada is not quoted, but he has commented on that in the Bhagavad Gita. So, Swadharme Nidanam, even if your dharma is going to destroy you, yes, it's going to destroy. I might do my dharma, I'll be lost completely. Better, Shreya, that is good. Than Paradharmo Bhayavaha, because for doing another's duty is dangerous. Yes, Bhayavaha means it's a very dangerous situation if you're doing another man's duty. So even if your dharma you say is going to bring you worry, I do my dharma and it's going to be destructive, yes, better do it. That's better. That's better to do it and get done with that. Right? We're going to discuss because I've taken out this extract from the purport of this of Bhagavad Gita 3.35, this verse purport, and I felt that I inserted this purport in between Srila Prabhupada's purport just to give us an understanding of the context properly. Right? So let's properly understand the context. And this particular purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So there are two types of Swadharmas. There is Nitya Swadharma. Nitya Swadharma is duties on spiritual platform. And there is Naimittika Swadharma, which is duties on material platform because of one's acquired nature, modes that we are controlled by. Yes, 3 modes. The mixture of 3 modes. Yes, so they may be different. Yes. But the principle of following the authorized direction is always good for performer. Authorized direction. And that authorized direction is Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. This is the 3 bona fide authorized direction. And Guru is something that even Krishna mentions. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshana. You follow the authorized direction of Guru. Yes? Yes, Shastra vidimut tasmat shastram pramanam te karya karya vyavastito. 16.24 talks about following the authorized direction of the Shastra. And similarly, we should also follow the authorized direction of Sadhu in order to get liberation. This Kapila says, Srimad Bhagavatam 3.25. Yeah. Sangam majaram pasham atmani kavayo vidu saeva sadhu shukruto mokshadwaram apavratam. Yes, be attached to Sadhu. Attached means what? We follow the direction of Sadhu. Yeah. So whenever, as long as we are under the spell of the 3 modes of nature, we should follow the prescribed rules. Yes, based on particular situation, and should not imitate others. Prescribed rules given by Shastra. The Shastras give that. But based on the particular situation, that is given by Sadhu and Guru. If Guru is far away, sadhu. The immediate sages, mature devotee who can represent Guru, they are there. So that's why the Guru Sadhu Shastra. Yes. All this based on time, place, circumstances, particular situations, they can guide us. But one should never imitate others. The example is given by Prabhupada only, very nicely gives an example. For example, a Brahmana is in mode of goodness, is non-violent. Exactly opposite. Kshatriya, who is in mode of passion, is allowed to be violent. So they both have opposite nature. And Arjuna wanted to be, he is a Kshatriya by nature, he wanted to be a Brahmana. And that's why Krishna had to speak this verse, right? And that's what? Swadharma Nidhanam Shreyaha. It is, for a Kshatriya, it's better to be vanquished following the rules of violence than to imitate a Brahmana who follows this principle of non-violence. This is what exactly Krishna is trying to tell. For this Swadharma Nidhanam Shreyaha Paradharma Bhavayavaha. Yes, so this is the meaning. Hey Arjuna, you better follow your Swadharma and die. That is better than to follow somebody else's dharma. You want to be Brahmana, sannyasi, go and beg? No, not good for you. It's absolutely not good. So now, how long should one do this naimittik Swadharma? Naimittik Swadharma, how long? Because as you do the Swadharma, the nature of Swadharma itself is your heart will be cleansed. But how? Gradually. It's not something that will happen quickly. So keep doing. It's purifying. Because why it's purifying? Because you're following authority. Shastra. Yes, you're following the Shastra, you're following the Sadhu, you're following Guru. Yes, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. Yeah. So one has to cleanse the gradual process, not abruptly. And we have this tendency. That's why Prabhupada is mentioning this. Conditioned soul has that tendency also. What I'll do is I will become pure devotee tonight. How, Prabhuji? By continuous satatam kirtayantomam. I will not sleep. I will not eat. I will only chant. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Hare. We often hear the story of this disciple of Prabhupada who was chanting 64 rounds and not doing any service. So many devotees went to Prabhupada and complained. This devotee, we tried to give him some service. He says, I'll chant 64 rounds. Prabhupada said, bring that devotee to me. And the devotee was brought in front of Prabhupada. And Prabhupada told him, you chant 16 rounds, okay, max 20, and then do some service, man. And don't just keep giving excuse, you need service. And then Prabhupada left. And this devotee, then authorities told, so, did you hear Prabhupada? The devotee said, Prabhupada, yeah, I heard him very well, but I am a first-class disciple, so I know heart of Prabhupada. Although Prabhupada told chant 16 rounds, that's for all of you. For me, he wants me to chant 64 rounds. I know the heart of Prabhupada. So this devotee later on was found to be at some gas station. He was gone. And he was found to be gas station. Instead of holding bead bag like this, now he was holding the petrol, the gas station. Okay, can I fill this? And then devotee asked him, so Prabhu, how many rounds you are doing now? He said, in ISKCON, whatever rounds I had to do in my life, I have done everything now. Now I am not doing any rounds. I finished everything. My business. So this tendency is there in all of us, that we want to run in a running train. Like, let me ask you a question. Suppose I'm taking a train or a flight. I'm taking a flight to US. By running inside the flight, am I going to reach faster? I'll tell all the time, hey, you're sitting, I'm going to run. I'm going to run and reach faster than all of you. Is that going to happen? No, it's not going to happen. So there's a process of gradual purification. So one should not, this abruptness is something which is a Rajoguna, which one does. So you have to cleanse the heart, but that's a gradual process, right? So gradually after purification, you transcend the modes of material nature and fully situate in Krishna consciousness. Then you can perform anything and everything, but still under the direction of bona fide spiritual master. This is very important. And if under the direction of spiritual master, then even if one is not situated in full Krishna consciousness, still he can do anything and everything, provided it is Guru's order. There is no problem. Yeah, because that is a complete stage of Krishna consciousness. Then Kshatriya may act as Brahmana, or Brahmana may act as Kshatriya, because there is no modes of nature active. Whatever he does is pure bhakti. So this is a transcendental stage. So such distinctions such as Kshatriya, Brahmana, Vaishya, Shudra, these all things don't apply. Yes, a devotee becomes exactly like Krishna. When Krishna was asked, which Varnashram, where are you? Which part? So what does Lord say in 4.14? He says very clearly, I don't belong to any of this Varna, I created this, I am beyond this. So even a pure devotee of Lord, by the mercy of Lord, goes beyond it. Yes. So Vishwamitra was originally Kshatriya, he acted as Brahmana. Parshuram was a Brahmana, later on acted as Kshatriya. Yes, so they were all transcendently situated. So that's why Prabhupada is giving these examples. Now they have gone beyond. They can act as whatever they want. Yes, but till we are in material platform, you must perform one's duties as per the Varna and Ashram. At the same time, now it's very important. Varnashram is not just enough. I was hearing a small clip of Bhakti Sangjapa, where yesterday His Holiness Chandramouli Swami Maharaj was giving, he gave yesterday's class. So he was mentioning, yes, when you do Varnashram, there's Varnashram duty, but along with that, when you have a full sense of Krishna consciousness, full sense, then that becomes Daivi Varnashrama. Yes, when you have this full sense of Krishna consciousness. So that is our aspiration. Yes, DVA. There are some schools, I think in India, it's called DAV. But our school is DVA. DVA school. Daivi Varnashram. Which means we should have the sense of Krishna consciousness, which is again sadhana bhakti plus Varnashram. Sadhana bhakti plus Varnashram. This is what one has to do. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead. There are different rules for different classes. There are certain men, class of men called Antyajas. Now these Antyajas are men of the lower class. They practically are like aboriginal people who live like animals. They are animals. They are accustomed to stealing, drinking, illicit sex. But for them, it is not considered sinful. My God. Now somebody may give this as a very big excuse. Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, I'll perform sin and I'll say I'm Antyaja, Haribol. I will not get any sinful reaction. Very dangerous, right? Yes. So if somebody is Antyajas, that's why in the same proof, I got a proof from here. Then see, studying of the Vedic literatures is compulsory for everyone except the Shudras and Antyajas. So these people are actually living out their bad karma. Just like animals don't create karma. Example is also given here. If a tiger kills a man, it is not sinful. But if a man kills another man, this is sinful. And he is hanged. The killer is hanged to death. So what is a daily affair among the animals is a sinful act in human society. So in one sense, the Antyajas have body. They have, it's called Akriti. Akriti is form. They have form of a human being. But Kriti means the deeds. The Kriti is of animals. So Akriti is of human. But the Kriti or the deeds they perform is of animals. The Antyajas. And that is why it is not considered sinful. Because in consciousness they are animals only. They're as good as animals. Correct. That is why this particular shloka starts with the word prayah, if you see. So prayah, because giving up bad conduct found in the lower groups does not bring unhappiness. Yes. So even Antyajas, if they give up their bad conduct, they give up the stealing, drinking, illicit sex, yes, they will also experience happiness. So these are the conducts we have to give up. Yes. Certain things can be engaged in Lord's service. But certain things has to be given up. If somebody wants to go up, give up to go up. It's very important. So what's the conclusion? The conclusion is, thus, according to the symptoms of higher and lower sections of society, there are different varieties of occupational duties. Yeah, varieties are there. According to the experts in Vedic knowledge, these duties are prescribed in terms of age, concern. So even time, it's time, place, circumstances. So as per the different ages, there are different prescriptions. So what is Kali Yuga? What is the prescription of Kali Yuga? But what are the Varna? Varna in Kali Yuga is Kalau Shudra Sambhava. Yes, in Kali Yuga, everybody is Shudra. Yes, what is the meaning of this particular statement? So Shudra as such means in this context untrained. So Kali Yuga is untrained population. Yes. They don't have proper training in this Varnashram system. They don't have the proper Gurukul training. Yes. And that's what makes Shudra. This is one understanding of Kalau Shudra Sambhava. This comes in the Skanda Puran. This is one line. Kalau Shudra Sambhava. Everybody in the age of Kali Yuga is a Shudra. That is one thing. Because if they are trained, they will definitely be, they will be Brahmanical training, Kshatriya training, Vaishya training. No training, Shudra. By default, you're Shudra. Because the Shudra class do not go to the Gurukul, as we have seen. Yes. Another is because their activities are that of Shudra. Yes. A Brahmana does Yajan, Patan, Patan, Dana, Parigraha. A Kshatriya does protection, administration, welfare. A Vaishya does Krishi, Go, Raksha, Vanijya. And what do Shudras do? Yes. They simply serve the higher caste. So most of them today, if you see the population, is Shudra population. Yes. They are simply in their activities. Another thing is then the mentality. Yes. Shudra mentality. They want to remain unclean externally and internally. So that is why in Kali Yuga there is only Eka Varna. One Varna. You will not find the other classes. Yes, they are not there. Yes, Brahmana means somebody is a Brahmana. You should have. You should be having Advaryu. Advaryu Brahmana. They can just by recitation of the mantra they can invoke fire. That is the power of Brahmana. How many Brahmanas exist today like that? Such purity. Kshatriyas. Kshatriya is supposed to fight with tigers and lions. So Prabhupada also says Raja Man Singh, the king of Jaipur, he was the last Kshatriya. He was the last one. He could go and fight with tigers. And today people say we are from Kshatriya family, but once a small cockroach comes, they run away. What kind of Kshatriyas? Vaishyas, yes. One has to do business, but that has to be on the platform of Dharma, religion. It should be naitik. It should be moral. There should be ethics in one's business. How many of them do business like that? The slogan in Kali Yuga today is dirtier hands make cleaner money. Yes, dirty hands make cleaner money. That's how people are. So, that sense, the whole population is Shudra population. So what to do? So the prescribed duties, mainly, yes, please go on with that. There's nothing wrong, but along with that, what is most important ingredient is the ingredient of Sankirtan. The congregational chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'll just sum up what we discussed today and then we can open the floor for question answers. We can have more questions. Okay. So we saw that how the first 10 chapters of the 7th canto, they speak of pure devotion service. On the other hand, the next 11 to 15, the 5 chapters, they speak about Varnashram. So even in this chapter, there's an introduction given to Sanatana Dharma, Varnashram Dharma, Stri Dharma. Section we are discussing is Ante Vasai Dharma, which is the Dharma of mixed classes. So even to that, there's a introduction prologue given, where it is very important. Auspiciousness comes when you follow your prescribed duty. Spiritual auspiciousness comes when you perform your spiritual duty. Material auspiciousness comes when you perform your material duty. And that's what will make you happy. Yeah. So it's best to do one's own duty than to do somebody else's. Correct? So do your own. Nitya Swadharma is common for all. That's on the platform of soul. But Naimittika Swadharma, you have to do as per your acquired nature. And that is something which will make you happy. Yes. So when one transcends, yes, transcend will happen gradually. Yes, gradually we keep doing the Buddhi Yoga process. We're going to transcend, and then that doesn't matter whether one is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. One is transcendental. And we saw example of Vishwamitra and Parshurama. Yes. Then we saw there are certain classes of people who do not have any, they are not considered sinful at all. Yes. They are exactly like the tiger who kills a man is not sinful. Man kills a man is sinful. Such classes of people. So there are different rules for different classes. So even the mixed classes, yes, which are Antevasais, they also have some dharma to perform, which will be revealed in the other few 3-4 verses which are remaining. Correct? Okay. So the main dharma that we have is congregational chanting of the holy names. This one dharma is something which we should perform at any cost. It's the Sankirtan. And very unfortunately, this is something which is not happening. If we see the ISKCON movement in the early days grew very much because of Sankirtan, which is congregational chanting of the holy names along with book distribution, prasadam distribution. Yes, these things will definitely give guaranteed success. Yeah, guaranteed success will come when we do these 3 activities. So devotees, but let us think out of 24/7, right? We have 24 hours and 7 days in a week. How much time do we spend for Sankirtan? Yeah, how much time? In Prabhupada times, they would go 8 hours for Sankirtan. 8 hours for Sankirtan means almost one third of the 7 of the week, one third of the year they would spend in Sankirtan. So much of energy, which means 33.33% of their energy in the week was in the Sankirtan. And that is the time when ISKCON grew like anything. So much of energies. And you find flourishing and thronging congregation and yatras are those yatras where devotees are going out on the Sankirtan. Yes, book distribution, Harinam, and prasadam distribution. Yes, so much. And let us just try to analyze. I'm not asking figures from us. When we have our sadhana cards, right, brahmachari sadhana card, we are told that you should be going out for at least. So the expectation from all of us is half an hour Harinam and half an hour book distribution per day. That's something like 1 hour. And many times we don't even get full marks here. We don't get the marks. So where is our energy going? Of course, now giving classes and glorifying Krishna, that is also Sankirtan. But exclusive Nama Sankirtan and distribution of transcendental literature and distributing prasadam, these activities has to increase. Otherwise, we cannot face the onslaught of Kali Yuga. Correct? Very important. I'd like to pause here and invite if there are any questions. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for such a wonderful class. And there is many questions, like when you are you gave the whole theme of the 7th canto and brought every one of us in the same page and then explained today's sloka. That was wonderful, Prabhuji. Dear devotees, if you have any question, please feel free to raise your hands. And Prabhuji, let devotees raise their hands. Before that, I have a quick question. As you mentioned that there are 2 types of Swadharma. One is Nitya Dharma, that is like our that is our feeling we are servants of Krishna, that is our servitude to Krishna, and in the spiritual platform, and the Naimitic Dharma, that is in the material platform, that's based on our inclination, right, Prabhuji? So, and also you mentioned that we should follow our Daivi Varnashram, that is our Varnashram, and Sadhana Bhakti. Can I overlaps, can I coincide with Sadhana Bhakti as our Nitya Dharma and Varnashram as Naimitic Dharma?
That's very correct. Your understanding is correct. Very correct. So Nitya Dharma is the process of sadhana bhakti, which is what exactly is sadhana bhakti? Prabhupada was asked this question. So Prabhupada said mainly 3 things. He spoke about chanting, he spoke about reading his books, and the third thing he spoke about is deity worship. Yes. These are main angas. Of course, we have the 5 limbs that Rupa Goswami explains in the end of the 64 limbs. The 64 limbs of sadhana bhakti, which are mentioned in chapter number 6 of NOD. Right? And then finally he gives last 5. Sadhu Sangha, Namakirtan, Bhagavata Shravan, Mathura Vasa Shri Murtira, Shraddhya Sevan. And if you see these 5 limbs, even if done, you have a little bit contact. You have little contact with these 5 limbs. Sadhu Sangha, Namakirtan, Bhagavat Shravan, Mathura Vasa Shri Murtira, Shraddhya Sevan. Deity worship, staying in the holy place and hearing Bhagavatam, the other 3. You definitely will be progressing on the path of love for Godhead. That is the power of this. Little bit. Even little we are in contact. That's a power. Yeah. So that is the sadhana bhakti. And Naimittika Swadharma at our stage is what we are doing, our occupation. If you see, Prabhupada translates dharma itself as occupation. In Bhagavatam, he translates dharma as occupation. Why he translates it as occupation? Occupation is that something that sustains us. So Naimittik Swadharma sustains the body. Nitya Swadharma sustains the soul. That is why Prabhupada translates it as occupation. Is it okay?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji, this is crystal clear. I see Shukakar Krishna Prabhuji has raised hand. Prabhuji, please go ahead with your question.
Thank you very much. Param Pavani Mataji, Pranam. Sanatana Dharma Prabhu, the pure devotee. This con I'm seeing you. So nice to see you. Your classes are amazing. And just I want to know one thing, Prabhu. See, at least it has become difficult to become pure devotees. We are doing sadhana and we are doing classes, whatever, everything, chanting and all. So how to make a surety that we can go back home in this very life? I know Antakala Samameva is there, but how to get that?
Yes, very true. What question you've asked is a question that comes in the mind of a serious devotee. That was Prabhupada said, who's a serious devotee? Serious devotee is that devotee who wants to make it back to God in this lifetime, not in next lifetime.
Because I am old, I'm asking. I'm 66 now already.
Oh. Yes, Prabhu. Everybody is old that way, Prabhu. Yes, old means a candidate for death. So everybody, even a child who is 1 year is also old. 5 years is also old.
But the chances are less for the younger age, no?
Never know, Prabhu. We never know. We are in Kali Yuga. Yes, we are in Kali Yuga. Yes, somebody may hit century, somebody may go out in duck. We don't know. This is life. So everybody is a candidate for death and everybody is supposed to be serious. So although somebody may be 66 or somebody may be only 6 or have sweet 16. Everybody should. It's a question that everyone should know. Yes. So what is the assurance that I will go back to God? Yes. As such, what I have studied in the books of Srila Prabhupada, as per that, what is my understanding, is a devotee usually is not so much bothered about going back to Godhead. What a devotee is bothered is about performing one's sadhana exactly. I'll write it down for us. For all of us, we can all meditate and reflect. Yeah. So let me do my sadhana to the best of my capacity. Let me take Sangha of Vaishnavas. Yes, as much as possible. Let me do the Swadhyay, reading of Prabhupada books. Yes, very well. So, whatever, I'll read as per Yathamati Yatashrutam. Whatever intelligence I have, Krishna has given intelligence. I'll do that. Then there is Sadhana, Sangha, Swadhyay, Seva, whatever is allotted. I'll definitely do the very best. I'll try to give my 101% to the allotted Seva. Yes, Sadhana, Sangha, Swadhyay, Seva. So I'll try my level best never to offend, no offense. Just like there are two people. Often this is something which is a break. There are two cars which are going on the road. Yes. So one car hits the other car. Then the police, the cops, when they come, they tell both the cars to go and park. Come this side. Go and park in the side. Don't disturb the other passengers. And both of them get delayed. Right? That's what happens when you commit aparadhs. So no offense towards devotees. And we ensure that we do all these things. This should be our concern. That's it. A devotee shouldn't much be bothered, oh, am I going back to Godhead or am I not? Let me do my Naimittika and my Nitya Dharma properly. That's it. Let us focus on the process. Yes, because Prabhupada said, everyone has to cleanse the heart by gradual process. So let's focus on this gradual process. Let's be process oriented. Correct? And if you stick to the process, we will guarantee success. Because Prabhupada writes in the Bhagavad Gita, in Bhakti Yoga 6th chapter, he writes this. Bhakti Yoga is safe, direct, and certain means to attain Krishna. If you see other paths, there are many obstacles. Bhakti Yoga also obstacles, but it's very safe. Yogi, Jnani will get distracted and lifetimes will be gone. Bhakta, it's not like that. Even if you miss this life, next life you will continue. It's very safe. Because there is an option of Control S. The corporates will know what is Control S. Save. Your file is saved. It's direct. We are going direct. It's not a teda meda rasta, long path. It's a shortcut. And this is giving us assured result. It's very certain that you're going to reach Krishna. So we should have this faith while practicing bhakti. That is safe, direct, and certain to receive Krishna. These are the three adjectives that Prabhupada uses for Bhakti Yoga. So let us know this and just keep doing our Nitya and Naimittika Dharma. And rest, there is our part. And then Krishna will take care of his part. Taking us back to Godhead is Krishna's part. One more reference I can give you. This 12th chapter Bhagavad Gita. Etu sarvani karmani mai sanyasya matparaha ananye naiva yogena mam dhyayanto upasate. This is our homework. 12.6. Tesham aham samuddarta mrityu samsara chagara bhavami na chirat partha mayyaveshate. Taking back to God is Krishna's homework. So we cannot do Krishna's homework. We can do our homework. So we do this, Krishna will do his homework perfectly. We take one step towards Krishna, Krishna takes thousands, hundreds and thousands. Krishna's steps are bigger. So let's worry about our part. Is that okay? Taking back to God, it is Krishna's part. Is that okay, Shukha Krishna?
Yes, Prabhu, fantastic. So let me work on this now.
We all have to, Prabhu. You can bless me also.
I am elder to you by age, but your Atma is pure Atma already. You are shining, Prabhu. I can just tell Radha Krishna and Matirastu, but I am not qualified to bless you.
You should bless. Everybody should bless. I need it.
Then you also bless me. Radha Krishna Matirastu, you also bless me.
I'll pray for you. Thank you, Prabhu. There's one question in the chat. If Param Pavni Sham Mataji can allow me to take, I'll take.
Yes,
Hare
yes,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, tulsi plant ko insects lage hai, kya kare? Should we put insecticide or not? Oh, there's a beautiful manual that is about tulsi care which is available in ISKCON temple. I'll just check if I have that document. I'll share it. Tulsi care. Yes, there's a document on Tulsi Maharani care which is there. So in that we can definitely understand, because there's a way to take care by adding cow urine and certain things that repel the insects. Don't kill the insects, they repel them and they don't come. Right? So I request you to please go through that, because it's very important. I've seen many of our senior preachers who did come to our centers. They said if Tulsi Maharani is growing nicely, that means your bhakti is going very well. It's going nice. And serving Tulsi Maharani is sponsor. Oh, thank you so much, Indulika Karuna Mataji. She gave the link. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha. devotees are Kalpataru. I'll just check once and I'll approve it. Okay, I'm not able to. Okay, my computer is restricting this access. Anyways, you can check it. We have ashram rules. You cannot access our sites. So I don't know why this is restricted, but anyways, you all can see it. Thank you, Preeti Mataji. Okay, I'll just check. She's sharing the screen. We go down. Bhakta Patnik Organic Tulsi Candy. 1 minute. Slowly. Introduction plan. Yes. Watering, training, nutrients. Up, Mataji, up. Index. Yeah. Care for young seedlings we can go through. Training, nutrients, temperature. Pest. 21. We can go there. That book definitely helps us. So we have to take care.
So mosquitoes we cannot kill, no, Mataji, Prabhu? Mosquito coil we are putting.
We
Kya
can
karega
have
bhi?
doop. They repel the mosquito. See, neem leaves, coconut fiber, and cow dung. Before 5 o'clock, 5:30, before it gets dark. Mosquitoes come only when it's dark. We just put all over the place. There won't be mosquitoes. That's what we do in our ashram. Yeah, see? It's all mentioned. Please read this document. Thank you so much, Indulika Mataji and Kripamai Sita Mataji. Thank you.
It will coconut fiber and
Neem
one more
leaves,
thing.
neem leaves, cow dung cakes, or coconut fiber. One of these things we burn. It will repel all the insects.
Oh, thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Vrinda Gopika Mataji, you have your hand raised. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Koti Koti Dandvat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Bhai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, Shri Radha Gopinath Mercy. Prabhuji, so many Tulsi Marani in our Gopinath home. Whenever the insects come, we use neem oil, Prabhuji, and haldi. That two things, and cow dung little only, nahi to Tulsi Marani jal jayenge. So we have to use cow dung, then neem oil and haldi powder with water. Prabhuji, Koti Koti Dandavat Pranam. By mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev Gopinath, so many Tulsi Marani came. Hari Hari Gauranga, Koti Koti Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Prabhuji, for your deep devotional assistance. Please keep us in your prayer that we will enter Sridham Vrindavan Dham, Sisi Mayapur Dham, Sisi Jagannath Puri Dham.
Hari Bol, Jai. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for your wonderful guidance. Sudhakar Prabhuji, can you please go ahead?
Krishna Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna.
can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly, Prabhu.
Okay.
Go on.
Prabhuji, I have a question, of course, not related to this class, but I thought to just seek your advice.
All right.
Like when I do concentrate mind during the prayer or anything, it will be there only for short time. What I mean to say, it is not going to be firm. For example, I do meditation, say for example, when I meditate on the God, it will be there only for that 5 minutes. That is light. Light means when I get disturbed, suppose there is a phone call rings, again it gets disturbed. So in order to avoid that stage, or to be focused, irrespective of whatever happens, for example 5 minutes or 2 minutes, if I try to be there, how to, or what are the tips I would like to hear? I don't know, I'm not an expert, but I want to hear from you if there are some good tips for that one.
Yes. So we need to understand firstly one fact, that why our mind is not fixed in bhajan. Yes, anishtita bhajan. What causes anishtita bhajan? So because in nishtha, what is the stage of nishtha? The stage of nishtha means that mind is fixed in bhajan. That's japa. Let's consider japa as an example, because that is our yuga dharma. Mind is fixed upon japa. This is nishtha. Yes. On the other hand, anishtita bhajan. So anishtita bhajan is where the mind is not fixed in japa. But in order to go to Nishtha also you have to fix your mind, otherwise you can't go. So what is Anishtita Bhajan? It is because of anarthas. So first of all, we have to keep checking we don't add more garbage, which is already there. We have, because of prolonged material existence, we have already added so much of garbage. We should avoid that. Janasanga, Sangatyagat. Janasanga is mainly bad association of non-devotees. That is going to kill our fixity in bhajan. Yeah. At the same time, other types of attachments. Nowadays, social media, news, Netflix, so many things that are still the attachment, or even sometimes mobile games devotees are, I've seen very unfortunately. These are all the asat sangha that we are taking, which is going to not help us to have fixity in bhajan. We cannot have that. Yes. So it is very, very important that we don't add more first. Don't add more. Whatever is there, it's sufficient. Let's take it out. Don't add more anarthas. Step number 1. Number 2, understand that the mind is going to go here and there. We don't have the power yet to fix the mind, but that is what is called practice, abhyasa. Krishna says 2 things, right? Abhyasena tu kaunteya, vairagyena cha griyate. So vairagya and abhyas, practice. Abhyasa. What is this abhyas actually? Abhyas or this practice means yato nischalati manas chanchalam astiram tatastato niyametat atmaneva vasham nayat. As soon as you understand, we realize the mind has gone away, we have to put effort, conscious effort to bring it back. Yeah, you have to bring back the mind. And that effort, the more we practice this effort of the mind going away, we are bringing it back. Mind gone away, bring it back. Mind gone away, bring it back. The more the practice we do, we will be able to gain more fixity in bhajan. Is that okay, Prabhu?
Yeah. Bringing back is okay, Prabhu, and I realize that one. But it's not going to, form it, like a glue. The mind is
Takes
not
time.
doing it, it is just resting there like a feather.
Yeah, because we are not in Nishtha. We are not on the platform of Nishtha. Nishtha comes with a prize. Nishtha comes with practice. That steadiness comes with practice. So we have to, Prabhupada always would say this, practice makes perfect. So bhakti is also like that. We have to practice fixing the mind on Krishna. It will happen. Is it okay?
Okay, thank you. I'll try.
Thank you, Sudhakar Prabhu. I guess we have reached our time limit for today's class. We will pause here. And I would like to thank all the devotees. It was a very wonderful experience for me to be serving you all. And I look forward to more opportunities to serve you all. And provided you all turn on videos, of course, as Shama Gauri Mataji said. And I'll be very happy to come again and serve you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Granthraj Bhagavatam ki jai. Samast Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Om. Thank you.
Dear devotees, we offer our respectful obeisances to Prabhuji. Anchakalpatarubhyascha kripa
की जय जय
Yes,
जय
Sanatana
राधे राधे
Dharma Prabhuji ki
Wonderful class. Hare
jai.
Krishna.
राधे राधे